Would you like to increase conversion rates of your Amazon products? I guess yes. Watch this video where we interview Anthony Cofrancesco from Data Dive company. He will share some tips on improving the conversion rates. Also, he will talk about how selling on Amazon has changed over the years and how everything is now done in much more professional way.
Hi, we're here at Amazon Sellers Barcamp event in Lisbon, Portugal, and I'm right now here with Anthony from Data Dive. So hi, Anthony.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing? How have you been enjoying this event so far?
It's a totally different format from anything I've seen, but it's really cool because it's all different topics and the attendees kind of get to choose what they want. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, it seems like people are very excited about the format, and it's definitely good feedback from you. So I do have a couple of questions for you related to Amazon, but before we go into that, could you shortly describe what Data Dive does and how can it be helpful for Amazon sellers?
Yeah, so basically what Data Dive tries to do is anticipate how the Amazon algorithm works and give you, based on all of the data that you have access to as a seller, kind of give you some really key insights in terms of, okay, what's the master keyword list? How are all of the different competitors ranking relative to those words? Out of that master keyword list, what might be outlier keywords that no one's considering but are actually really relevant to the search? We have a tool called Deep Dive, which allows you to really take a deep look into optimizing the image gallery and seeing how seasonal charts, right, might affect your products. It's got Battle of the Titles, which allows you to optimize your titles. So it's a lot of data in there. You kind of have to play around with it. It's a little bit of a confusing tool when you first start, but everyone who's using it really thinks it's quite helpful. The really important thing, though, is people have been kind of doing this for a while, right? And even at Seller Systems and Inner Circle, people have been using these methodologies for a while. It's just that it used to take like hours to do these things in Excel, and now we've kind of automated this entire process that you just click a button, it runs all of these macros, all of these formulas, and then you've got the data right there to use.
Okay, sounds super good for Amazon sellers, right?
Saves you time, right? Like saves a ton of time.
Okay, very good. So Anthony, I know you attend to a lot of Amazon sellers events and you network with a lot of people in the industry. Can you let us know what have been like some of the latest updates or trends you have been seeing like going around that you think might be helpful for Amazon sellers to know and kind of pay attention to?
I think that, so when I started selling online, this would have been like 2017, everything was, you could pretty much get away with anything, right? And it was a lot lower bar of competition. And so you could actually be very successful on Amazon, even with only being proficient in one category. Like you could win just by having a really good listing, or you could win by just doing PPC. I think now, because there's so much money that's going into the industry, everything's getting much more professional. And the sellers that are actually winning, they're not just proficient in one category, they're consistently proficient among all the categories. And so I think why events like this are still very popular is because you have these sellers that are massive, and now for the first time they're starting to think like, okay, well, if I don't get this 1, 2, 3 other areas that I'm not comfortable with, if I don't figure that out, then I'm going to end up getting beat in the end by my competitors. So people are just trying to really check all of the boxes across their brands.
Okay, very good. Sounds really good. And I also know you're quite passionate about, and you have made many presentations about Amazon images. So I wanted to ask, can you name 3 things what could happen to Amazon sellers if they don't optimize their product images properly, but you can only use 3 words or 3 phrases, so not full sentences?
Low conversion rate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And can you teach us something new that Amazon sellers could actually use to increase the conversion rate by having better images?
My favorite tip is what I call the 5-second test. You can take any image in your gallery, show it to someone who has no knowledge of the product, let them look at that image for 5 seconds, right? Count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you take it away and you say, okay, what was the point of that image? And if what they tell you is different from what you think the purpose of that image is, then someone who's shopping on Amazon is not going to get the point of that image either. So if you really want to increase your unit session percentage, increase your conversion rate, what you have to do is you have to know that every image in your gallery, right, it like gets the message that you want in your brain into your customer's brain, and that's how you're going to increase it if it does that. If it fails the 5-second test, then someone on Amazon's probably going to be confused as well.
Okay, so 5 seconds test, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and overall, what do you think, what kind of Amazon sellers are currently winning and doing good at Amazon?
I think it's the ones that haven't gotten distracted with everything else that's going on there. The good sellers have maintained being good sellers by focusing on keeping it simple, right? And really focusing on probably the numbers more than anything at the end of the day, right? At the end, we're really we sell products, but we're really selling keywords. People are looking for something and we're just giving them what they're looking for. And so the more that you can just take a step back and realize we really probably don't need to get fancy with everything. There's very specific things people are searching for. And if we give them that, we're going to sell products. It's really straightforward. But the minute we start to step out of that and we start to get too fancy, you spend a lot of time for things that are not going to give you a lot of gains in the end.
Very good, very good. And as you do work with a lot of data, the market data that we get from Amazon, what would be like the best resource or way how Amazon sellers could learn how to better translate the data they see from Amazon, or different tools they use, or kind of just put it all together like in a big picture to understand what could be the potential of the product?
I mean, I'm definitely going to pitch Data Dive there. It's everyone always asks, hey, is this a tool? Do you guys have any competitors? This is really just visualizing data, right? What you would normally go in and do in Excel, that's what Data Dive is for. It just takes you, instead of taking hours, you literally click a few buttons, and it still takes a long time. It takes 90 seconds for the report to generate. It's crunching in a lot of data, but Data Dive, yeah, it works. Okay, so. And the thing is, it's brand new. There's about 2,000 users on it already. It's only been around for a few months. And the sellers that are using it, they don't really want other sellers to start using it because it's so good. But it's going to get out there eventually. It works really well.
So for all Orange Klik friends, then we have the secret tool for you here. But what's the best way to reach out to you or learn more about tools and offers you have for sellers?
Yeah, they can reach out to me directly, anthony.cofrancesco@datadive.tools. And if they're ever at an Orange Klik event or they see me somewhere, just come up and chat. We always just love talking. It's just, let's geek out about Amazon.
Very cool. So thanks again, Anthony, for joining me. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of the day here in Lisbon. As you already mentioned, the format is a little bit different today. We're looking forward to have you attending our next events in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the content in this video, don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel. This interview was recorded during an in-person event called Orange Klik Barcamp with Dragonflip, which took place in Lisbon, Portugal in June 2022. If you want to learn more about upcoming events we organize, check the link below where you will find more information about it. And now I recommend you to watch another interview we recorded at the Barcamp.